I mean, to be honest, if I had my way, I'd pretty much dress like this every day. I'm not even joking. Hey guys, it's your girl Aisha Shasha, and today I thought I would just sit down with you and have a little chat. Now, I thought that I would just explain, although I don't really need to explain myself to anybody, but I just wanted to just get it all out there, basically. Just sort of explain why I dress like this and just why it makes me feel so happy. Now, as much as I would love to, I don't dress like this every single day. I typically go like full blown over the top when I'm doing my videos or when I'm going to a convention, say Hyper Japan, which is going to be on Saturday and I can't wait. But like during the week, like my sort of like, you know, casual days, there will always be some sort of like pastel element there somewhere, usually. So whether it's, I don't know, maybe it's my hair or, you know, like I've got like a pastel top on with the pastel skirt, possibly some pastel socks, you know. But I just feel so much better when I'm living my life in living color. So let's backtrack. So my favorite color has always and forever been purple. I'm talking like that deep Cadbury purple. That has always been my thing. And it got to a stage where everything I owned was purple and I just couldn't find anything because everything was just basically the same color. So like that was how I lived my life for most of my life. And it was only sort of recently that I started to delve into the kind of like pastel world. I went to Hyper Japan for the first time last year. And, you know, I got myself all dressed up on there with my little Pasheen top on and, you know, had my hair in my two bunches. I had green hair at the time. I think it was my peppermint coloured wig that I had. I even had like my decadent glasses that I'd made and I felt real cute, right? And I got there and I was like, oh, so I'm not quite dressed up enough. I need to go all out. And that's when the whole kind of like kawaii fashion really like sunk its teeth into me and was literally like, this is where you are supposed to be. I've always sort of been a fan of like kawaii culture, and I've just always loved the sort of over the top element of it, because in case you hadn't noticed, I'm a lot. Okay, so like I've always been like 1000% extra, and I just loved that people who dressed like that just didn't care. Do you know what I mean? Like they just didn't care who was watching. They were gonna wear their big ass bows on their heads. They were gonna wear layer upon layer upon layer of, you know, over the top clothing, over the top accessories, and not care who said what. And I was just like, I love it when people live their truth, and I have the utmost respect for people who can do that on a daily basis. So, fast forward to the second time I went to Hyper Japan. Girl, I brought 2 outfits, okay? I went there. So the first outfit was my brown Rilakkuma dress, which I got from Wish, which I thought was absolutely adorable. And I had my peach petticoat underneath it, which I now wear underneath pretty much any flamboyant outfit that I have. And I had my cute little boots, which I probably shouldn't have worn because obviously heels and me don't really mix, but you know, I had Mike there to hold my hand. And I sat down quite a lot. But yeah, I had that outfit, and then I changed it to this beautiful ice cream skirt that my friend Abby got for me. And I made a massive bow to go with that. And I had like my purple hair. I even made an ice cream chain to go with it as well. And I made ice cream shoes. Oh yes. So these shoes were actually nude shoes to begin with, and I just went to town and made them into like dripping ice cream shoes. I've always loved decadent. Let me just actually adjust the exposure so you guys can truly appreciate this. Give me 1 second. There we go, that's a little bit better. So yeah, like I used to do decadent things back in the day, And I just felt like, do you know what? My outfit needs to have just that little extra something. Once again, could barely even walk in them, but they were great for just sort of, you know, showing off, basically. So yeah, I absolutely loved dressing like that. And I just felt so, like, just so at home when I wore all these different colors. You know, purple used to rule my life. And now I feel like I've just discovered a whole new color palette. And the ironic thing is that for most of my life, I've been absolutely petrified of rainbows. I'm not joking. Stop laughing. I know, it's ridiculous. Me, afraid of rainbows. I know, but you didn't know me when I was growing up, okay? Like, people who do know me personally and who have known me from back in the day will know that I would scream, holler, cry, everything, have massive panic attacks if ever I saw a rainbow in the sky. And when I finally managed to get over that phobia, it was like I could just appreciate colours so much more. So now I pretty much am a rainbow. And it's great. I love it. I now love rainbows. Okay, let's just be clear. I don't love actual rainbows. I can tolerate them, but you know, we have an understanding now. So anyway, back to the fashion. After going to Hyper Japan twice, I realized, yeah, this is pretty much how I need to be. Like, I absolutely love the whole like Harajuku fashion and just the extraness of it. It just really speaks to my soul. So I started to get more things in my wardrobe. So just more sort of like pastel clothes, stuff with, you know, like prints of my favorite characters, mainly for Shein. And then I decided to start making stuff as well. Hence all of my resin jewelry that I do. Which, by the way, if you are a fan of, you can of course visit my store, and the link is in the description box below. And it's been really good because I feel like I'm on a bit of a kawaii journey, and I don't want it to end. So it's not going to. Do you see, like, even when I talk about it, like, I just get happy. Like, I just feel better when I'm dressed like this. Now, some of you may be like, okay, so what does your husband think of this? Well, initially, it was a bit much for him, and I can completely understand, like, totally understand. Mike isn't the kind of person who likes attention at all. And yet he's ended up with me. So we've had to kind of find a balance that, like, you know, is okay for the both of us. So I have my days where I would, you know, just dress in a more sort of like casual pastel style. And when I'm on my own, I can just let loose and be free and just, you know, just go ridiculously over the top. And some may say, oh, that's a little bit attention seeking. It's not attention seeking. It's just the fact that I don't mind attention and I like talking to people, and this is a conversation starter. It's also just a really great way for me to sort of like promote my channel too, because people are like, oh my God, who are you? What do you do? And I'm like, what do I do? Girl, you need to be taking my card. And I'm just there, ready with my business card. You know, so I'm literally like a walking advert. But yeah, like, I'm really glad that I've sort of discovered this fashion. I mean, I didn't even know that Fairy-Kei was even a thing. And that's pretty much how I would describe my current style. Fairy-Kei is basically all pastel, all like nostalgic prints, you know, stuff like, I don't know, like My Little Pony and Care Bears and stuff like that. Really over the top. A lot of things are handmade as well. Rainbows, but the pastel kind. Yeah, just layers upon layers of cute pastel stuff, you know, just looking absolutely adorable. So what if I'm 31 years old? I want to look adorable too. Honestly, the amount of times that I go into shops and I see stuff what the kids get to wear, and I'm just like, that is not fair. That is not fair. I would totally rock that. I just feel that Fairy-Kei just really sort of speaks to the person that I actually am. I'm loud, I'm in your face, I'm over the top, I'm a bit much, I'm extra.com, you know, I'm glittertastic, I'm a lot. And that's what this kind of fashion is. And that's why I love it. I really, really do love it. Of course, being a family woman, I do have to, you know, consider other people in my life. But I'm glad for that, you know, because it does obviously sort of like keep me grounded. But at the same time, when I do get to dress ridiculously over the top, I absolutely love it. And another thing what I love about it is the fact that it has brought me you guys. I don't really know anyone else who dresses like me personally. I've met a few people like at Hyper Japan and stuff, but I don't really know anything about like different meet and greets and stuff like that because I'm not on social media. So like I don't really know like when the next meetup is and stuff like that, you know. So all of my communication is all sort of done online through you guys, and a lot of you are into the same sort of style of fashion, and I'm just so happy that I now know you. You can sometimes feel a little bit lonely if you dress this way because you love it so much, but you don't have anyone to share that with physically. Do you know what I'm saying? Another thing as well, being black and dressing this way, that's a whole different thing. Like, if I went back to London, where I'm from originally, dressed like this, in the part of London where I was born and raised, boy, I would be looked at real funny and probably just get cussed out. To be completely honest, they'll just be like, who does she think she is? Where's she from? She don't belong here. And whilst I don't really care about things like that, it would still sting, you know, it would still hurt. I think that being black and dressing like this, you kind of have this pressure almost to sort of act a certain way. And I'm not like your stereotypical black girl. I'm just not, you know. I got teased a lot growing up for acting white, whatever that means, or, you know, like speaking white, which basically just meant that I spoke properly, which is ridiculous because like the way that you speak has absolutely nothing to do with the color of your skin, but you know, ignorance. But yeah, you do have that kind of sort of pressure, and it's hard to find other black people who dress this way, or who are into this sort of fashion, into this sort of culture, especially when you live where I do now, where I'm like, I don't know, one of 10 black people here. Okay, that's a slight exaggeration, but you get my drift. Like, there's hardly any of us here, so like, you know. But as I was saying, through the power of YouTube, I've managed to find all of you, and you just keep on growing. You just keep on growing, and you show me so much love, and I am so grateful, more grateful than you will ever know. I just want to thank you so much just for being there and for showing me all that love and encouragement, and just for allowing me to be me, because it means an awful lot. Okay, so I'm gonna go now before I get all emotional. If of course you enjoyed this video, then hit that like button just so that I know, and drop me a comment down below if you would like to have more of these sort of like real talk sessions. If you're not a big fan of what I do, that's absolutely fine. If you're gonna hit the dislike button, that's absolutely fine. I just want to know why, because it really gets on my nerves when you have that one person who will dislike your video and not say why. Constructive criticism is welcomed. So yeah, just saying. If you're new to my channel and this is the first video that you've seen, and if you're liking this content, then of course you can hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss any future videos. Thank you so much for being here. for being with me, and for just being amazing. Take care, darlings, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.